In this module, we'll discuss the different migration strategies that can be used with MigrationWiz. These strategies apply to other migrations as well, not just for an on-premises Exchange to Office 365 email migration. Every customer that you service will have different needs. Some customers might have thousands of mailboxes requiring considerable planning and long-term project timelines. Some customers simply want to get away from an unstable email system as quickly as possible. Other customers have so few mailboxes that a simpler migration strategy will work best. Because of these variables, you should carefully consider your migration strategy and choose the one that best meets the needs of your customer. 3 migration strategies can be used with MigrationWiz: Pre-Stage, Big Bang, and Quick Switch. We'll address these one at a time and discuss the benefits of each. Let's start with the pre-stage migration strategy. This is the recommended strategy for most migration projects because the bulk of the migration happens in the background while users are still working in the source email system. Then, when users are onboarded to the destination email system, most of their mailbox data is already available to them. With this migration strategy, you perform a pre-stage migration pass to migrate only email that is older than a specified number of days. For example, email that is older than 90 days. Once the pre-stage migration pass is finished, your customer's mail exchanger, referred to in the industry as MX records, can be updated to point to the destination email system. This is referred to as the MX record cutover, and it is the point at which your customer's users can begin using the destination email system, since email will start routing there. After the MX record cutover, you perform a full migration pass, otherwise known as a Delta Pass. In the Delta Pass, you migrate all mailbox items that were not migrated during the pre-stage pass. This includes calendars, contacts, journals, notes, tasks, and rules. Email newer than the specified date for the pre-stage pass is also migrated in the Delta Pass. Here's more information about performing a mailbox migration using the pre-stage migration strategy. When you start the pre-stage pass, you specify the date for the email that will be migrated, as shown in this screenshot. Then, when you start the Delta Pass, you simply migrate everything, as shown in this screenshot. Email that was migrated during the pre-stage pass was watermarked. As a result, the watermarked items are skipped during the Delta Pass to avoid the creation of duplicates in the destination email system. For small projects, those with less than 100 mailboxes, you should start the pre-stage migration pass at least 1 week before the MX record cutover. For large projects, those with greater than 100 mailboxes, you should start the pre-stage migration pass 2 weeks or more before the MX record cutover, depending on the total number of mailboxes. MigrationWiz does not synchronize mailbox items from the source email system to the destination. It performs a migration of only mailbox items, which are then static in the destination email system, regardless of the changes made to those items at the source. Therefore, before you perform the pre-stage migration, the customer's users should be notified that an email migration is going to occur. They should be asked not to move, edit, or delete mailbox items that are older than the number of days specified for the pre-stage pass until the migration is completed and all users are on the new email system. This is why calendars, contacts, journals, notes, tasks, and rules are not migrated until the full Delta Pass. These items are most likely to be edited by the customer's users during the migration. We will use the pre-stage migration strategy to perform the migration in this course, so you will see how it is configured every step of the way. Now, Big Bang migration strategy. This migration strategy is recommended for small migration projects less than 100 mailboxes and projects that are expected to be completed in a short period of time. With the Big Bang migration strategy, you perform an MX record cutover first, typically on a Friday night, so that the mailboxes can be migrated in a single, full migration pass over the weekend. Here's some additional information about performing a mailbox migration using the Big Bang migration strategy. To minimize the time for the migration, we recommend migrating only mailbox items newer than a specified date. For example, migrate only mailbox items that are less than a year old to the destination email system and skip all items that are more than a year old. To migrate only mailbox items that are older than a specific date, define a date range filter in the MigrationWiz project's advanced options. To further speed up the migration, we recommend not migrating the deleted items folder in users' mailboxes. Usually, the deleted items folder contains the bulk of undesired data. Before you begin the migration, make sure that the customer's users are notified that an email migration is going to occur and that their deleted items folder will be emptied during the migration. To skip the deleted items folder, configure a folder filter in your MigrationWiz project's advanced options. Finally, we'll cover the quick switch migration strategy. We recommend this migration strategy if your customer needs to get away from the source email system and onto the destination as quickly as possible. This may be the case if the source email system has been unstable, for example. With a quick switch migration strategy, first perform a quick pass to migrate only email from the last 30 days in users' mailboxes. Then perform another quick pass to migrate all calendars, contacts, journals, notes, tasks, and rules before performing the MX record cutover. After the MX record cutover, perform the Delta pass to migrate all mailbox items not previously migrated during the quick passes. For example, here you would migrate email more than 30 days old. Here's some additional information about performing a mailbox migration using the quick switch migration strategy. This migration strategy provides immediate availability to the newest mailbox items at the destination email system. Older mailbox items gradually become available after the MX record cutover. In this case, the customer's users should be notified that some mailbox items may be temporarily missing when they begin using the new destination email system. To migrate only email and then all other mailbox items from the last 30 days, define a date range filter in the project's advanced options in MigrationWiz. Also define the mailbox items that you want to migrate before starting the migration. Then, performing the Delta pass, disable the date range filter, and MigrationWiz will migrate only items that were not previously migrated. MigrationWiz watermarks migrated items, therefore, items previously migrated are skipped to avoid the creation of duplicates in the destination email system during the Delta pass. You have completed this module. Take a moment to perform the lab exercise, move through the knowledge check, and review the additional resources for this module before continuing to the next module.